Welcome to TikTok for this extended interview with Latoya. I am shocked that you're out here, but you look fantastic. So
thank you. So do you.
You seem like you're taking this okay.
I am taking this okay. It's just a game, and there's always the possibility that you can go home, right?
No, that's a great perspective to have on it. But I'm going to get this question out of the way first. Who do you think just won HOH?
Who do I think?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
I hope it's Jedson, Ty, or Beth.
None of those.
Oh, no. Keith.
You got it.
Oh, my gosh. That makes me so happy.
Oh, good, good, good. Okay. We're going to get into all of it, though, because inquiring minds would like to know.
Yes.
What happened with Victoria to make her come for you this hard?
What happened with Victoria? I don't know what happened with Victoria, to be honest. I did not talk much. Okay, well, I do know what happened. Victoria had come to me early in the game saying that she wanted to form an alliance with myself, Jed, Ty, and her. I did not go back to Victoria to confirm an alliance. I did have a conversation with her and said that, you know, I wouldn't target her and that I would work with her in the game. But she appeared to be really, really hurt that I didn't form an alliance with her. She had been thinking up a name and she was really excited to work with us. And I just did not reciprocate that same feeling that she was giving towards me.
So she felt taken for granted?
Yes.
That makes sense in that a lot of Big Brother is managing these relationships.
Yes.
Speaking of relationships, you and Tashawn and Judson were so fun to watch in there together. How do you think they're taking your eviction right now?
I think that they're hurt. I think that they're probably going to want to get revenge. But I think that they'll be okay. They're strong boys. They still have Beth and Kiefer. And I think they're a strong alliance. And I'm so happy Kiefer won that HOH because I think that they are going to get some really good revenge.
Well, I'm just glad you were in there with the razor cleaning them up right before you left.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tina.
Yes.
Now, when you started this game, you and Tina were like this.
Yes.
You guys were besties.
Yes.
What happened to that relationship?
I don't know what happened. I just think that actions speak louder than words. And I think that when I was down and out, Tina moved towards the side she felt was safer for her. So I'm disappointed, but I think she did what she felt was best for her game. But I definitely think that that's going to put her in a lot of trouble this week.
Do you feel betrayed?
I do feel betrayed by Tina, absolutely, because, you know, we had a great relationship in the beginning and I thought the trust was there, but I could see that it was slipping away. But at the same time, I think there's one thing that I've maintained through this game was that I was not going to be fake. I was not going to grovel and beg, and that I was always just going to remain, you know, poised and strong and accept whatever my fate would be.
But even if you weren't going to be fake, I know you felt it. You have great instincts. And you knew that relationship was slipping away. Why didn't you just put in some work there without it being fake? You guys did come from a place of comfort and love at the beginning of the game.
Because I think that moving forward, I knew that if I stayed in the house, I wasn't going to be working with Tina anymore. So I don't know if it was worth salvaging for me because I know that...
She had a vote!
I know.
She had a vote!
I know, and I think that's just my pride. It's my pride. For sure. I will admit that it's my pride. And could I have worked harder to get those votes? Absolutely. But I didn't want to beg.
So this is the crazy thing about Big Brother.
Yes.
A lot of it is game instincts and the ability and the fierceness to go take your shot and to form a team and to do what you think is a good game move. That flip on the Rohan vote, my God, you knew what you were doing.
I knew
it just didn't work.
It just didn't work. I knew getting Rohan out of the house was the best game move for my alliance. I knew it. I knew it was. But that night before the eviction, I should have solidified those votes and I should have made sure everything was on point instead of waiting till the next morning. I think that's where we messed up.
I agree. If you had really locked that down, and so it didn't feel like chaos right before the vote, I think you would have gotten what you wanted. Also, the reluctance to expose your alliance really did hamstring you.
Yes.
You had the number. You could have done it, right?
Yeah. We had the numbers and we should have just drawn the line and said, you know what? This is what we're going to do because we know how dangerous Kyle and Ro are together. Let's just do it and just draw the line because at some point the line has to be drawn anyways, right? But we were reluctant and we hesitated. And I think ultimately that's a part of the big picture of why I'm sitting here today.
I mean, but I think you're right in that one of the hardest things for you, and as a viewer, we could tell, was that you were truly uncomfortable with the deception part of Big Brother. It was not in you. We could tell it was pride because after a point, you did start to withdraw and you were only really having those amazing conversations with people you already felt good with. But that was 3 people and not 5.
Right.
Did you approach Tara?
I approached Tara and Tina together and it was just a basic campaign, right? I had been a really great support for Tara from the beginning. She had had some breakdowns and I was really there for her. So I thought we had built some form of relationship and I thought I could count on her vote because she had said she would never target me, right? Again, I just didn't want to, you know, grovel and beg.
Oh my God, it was so hard to watch.
I know.
It was so hard to watch. People were literally screaming at their television screens. Please go talk to them. Please keep building what you'd already started. But I could tell it was difficult for you.
Yeah, it was very difficult for me to be fake.
Now, if you were an undercover cop, however, this would be a very different game from Latoya.
This would be a different game because I think like even in my role as a police officer, right, I'm an honest person. My intention is always good and pure. And it's really, really, I do a job where I'm helping people, right? I'm serving my community. I'm thinking and acting in the best interest of people, right? And so I guess it was hard for me to take my mind out of that element, right? I'm not an undercover cop. I'm a frontline uniform officer and, you know, I help people.
Yeah. I know we could tell it was hard for you. This game is not for everyone.
Yes.
To lose you pre-jury, extremely heartbreaking. I'm not going to lie. There are so many fans who are very upset that there was no twist popping up out of nowhere. But you know what? I feel like you're right. You said you were leaving with your head held high.
Yes.
You have so many fans and so many people who believe in you, and you never sacrificed any of what makes you you. Yeah. You know? And I think that's worth something.
Yeah, and I think that was really important for me. Yeah.
So, do you think you have any regrets?
The only thing I regret is I kind of regret hugging Tina, Tara, and Brayden at the end. I don't know what I was thinking. And I wish I had just taken a moment to tell the house that I was a police officer before I left.
Of course.
Because that's something that I was disguising, right? And I think maybe my personality would have made a little bit more sense.
They would have all been like, of course,
I get it.
We get it now.
Because they called me LT for lieutenant as a nickname, not even knowing what my real profession was. So,
hilarious. That is such a good point. But listen, everyone in that house is playing so hard. So this is an incredible season. I'm so glad you were a part of it. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win and who will win?
I would love for Kiefer to win. He is my guy. I'm so proud of him. We have such a good relationship. I would love Jedson or Ty to win, though, because those are my boys.
Well, just so you know, when Josh left the house, he was rooting for you.
I know. He told me. He said, I'm rooting for you. But it just didn't happen for me.
Oh my gosh. Well, you still look amazing. We are happy to have you out here in the real world to watch the rest of this amazing season with us.
Thank you, Arisa.
If you have a question for someone inside the house, because I know you do, just go to Big Brother CA on TikTok and use the Q&A feature. Join us again next week at 10 p.m. here for another Fire Chat on TikTok.
Thank you. I'm so happy Keeper won.